Hello everyone, thanks for your support and love. Listen very carefully and do not skip even a single second, because what you are about to hear may sound unbelievable at first, but if you truly understand it, you might look at your old coins with completely new eyes. The 1990 United States 1 dime, commonly called the Liberty dime by the public even though it carries a Roosevelt design, is not just loose change for everyone. For most people it is ordinary, yes, but for a very small number of lucky holders, this tiny coin has quietly become a doorway to unimaginable wealth. I am not joking, I am not exaggerating for views, and I am not here to waste your time. This coin was minted in 1990 at the Philadelphia Mint, marked with a small P mint mark. At that time, nobody imagined that certain examples from this year would later shock the collecting world. Millions were produced, spent, dropped, lost, and ignored. But history has taught us one powerful lesson again and again. Rarity is not always born on day one. Sometimes rarity is created years later, when mistakes, survival rates, and collective demand collide in a way nobody expected. Now here is where the story becomes intense. Among these 1990 dimes, a very small number exists with extraordinary mint errors and ultra-high mint state conditions. We're talking about off-center strikes, double dies, wrong planchet errors, and coins struck with extreme sharpness that survived decades without wear. These are the coins that separate pocket change from legend. When such a dime is professionally graded and authenticated, it can move from being worth cents to being discussed in elite auction rooms. The weight of a standard 1990 dime is approximately 2.27 grams, composed of copper-nickel-clad structure. But here is the twist many people miss. If your dime shows abnormal weight, unusual thickness, weak or double details, or strange metal characteristics, that is not something to ignore. That is something to investigate immediately. Errors are not damage. Errors are mistakes made at the mint, and collectors pay insane money for genuine ones. People often ask, since when is this coin rare? The answer may surprise you. It was not considered rare when it was released. It became rare when collectors realized how few perfect and error examples actually exist today. Time destroyed most of them. Circulation ruined them. Only a handful escaped untouched. That is why today, certain certified examples are treated like hidden treasures, not just coins. Now, let me be very clear and listen closely to this part. Not every 1990 dime is worth millions, and anyone tell you that blindly is lying. But the right coin, with the right error, the right grade, and the right certification, has sold for amounts that can shock normal people. High five-figure and six-figure results are already real in the error coin world, and collectors know that prices climb when competition heats up. This is how coins slowly enter the million-dollar conversation. Not overnight magic, but powerful demand. If you are holding such a coin, do not rush, do not panic, and do not sell it cheap. You have options. You can send it to professional grading services. You can place it in major coin auctions where wealthy collectors compete aggressively. You can sell on platforms like eBay, Facebook collector groups, or through private dealers. The key is knowledge. The person who understands the coin controls the profit. Many people stay confused because they never take action. They keep doubting, keep delaying, and keep listening to noise. If this coin is already in your possession, then why hesitate? Why ignore a possible opportunity that could shift your financial story? History is full of people who once held something valuable and let it slip because they didn't believe. I am not here to sell dreams without truth. I am here to tell you that rare coins reward patience, research, and courage. The 1990 dime is powerful not because every example is rich, but because the rare ones prove that ordinary objects can hide extraordinary value. Do not pay attention to fake claims, but also do not ignore genuine possibilities. So ask yourself this final question, and let it stay in your mind long after this video ends. If there's even a small chance that the coin sitting quietly in your drawer could be special, then why would you not check? Why would you stay confused when knowledge is available and opportunity is real? Sometimes fortune does not arrive with noise. Sometimes it arrives silently, disguised as a dime. Wait before you scroll, before you blink, before you decide this is just another coin story. Listen to me very carefully. I'm not here to joke with you. I'm not here to waste your time. And I'm definitely not here to fool you. What I'm about to say about the United States of America Liberty one dime 1999D has shocked collectors, confused experts, and quietly turned ordinary people into people who suddenly had options they never had before. This tiny dime has a story, and if you own the right one, that story might include you. The 1999D Liberty dime was struck at the Denver Mint, and on the surface, it looks like one of the most normal coins you could ever see. Franklin D. Roosevelt's face, clean modern design, nothing flashy, nothing loud. People touch this coin every single day and never feel a thing. But history doesn't reward what looks obvious. History rewards what people ignore. And that is exactly how powerful coins are born, quietly, silently, without permission. Now listen closely, because this is where confusion begins and opportunity hides. Most people say, 1999D dime? That's common. And yes, normal versions are common. But the world of rare coins does not care about normal. It cares about mistakes, anomalies, errors that were never supposed to escape the mint. And when errors happen in high-speed production years like 1999, the results can be shocking and sometimes priceless. There are verified cases of 1999D Roosevelt dimes with extreme mint errors, and I'm not talking about tiny scratches or damage from circulation. I'm talking about off-metal strikes, missing clad layers, dramatic misalignments, and die errors so rare that collectors argue for years about their existence. These are the kinds of coins that don't get priced in pocket change. These are the kind of coins that enter auctions with whispers, not labels. Hold this thought, because here comes a detail most people skip. The official weight of standard 1999D Liberty dime is approximately 2.268 grams. Now ask yourself something very important. Have you ever weighed your dime? Because error coins often weigh more or less than this number. A missing clad layer can reduce weight. An off-metal strike can completely change it. And that tiny difference, that fraction of a gram, can be the difference between 10 cents and something that changes your life. I can already hear someone saying, "This sounds crazy." Good. Every real opportunity sounds crazy before it sounds smart. People laughed at rare pennies, laughed at error nickels, laughed at double dies, until those same coins crossed auction blocks for amounts that made jaws drop. I'm not exaggerating when I say that certain extreme error dimes have sold for amounts that most people would never believe if they hadn't seen the receipts. Let me be very clear so nobody twists my words. Not every 1999D dime is worth millions. I am not saying that. What I am saying, and what the smart collectors already know, is that the right error version, the right strike anomaly, the right untouched piece, can reach values that feel unreal to ordinary people. And yes, I'm serious. This is not entertainment talk. This is how numismatic history works. Here's where suspense becomes reality. Many of these rare error coins were spent before anyone noticed. Some are still sitting in jars. Some are lying forgotten in drawers. Some are in the hands of people watching this video right now, confused, unsure, hesitating. And hesitation is dangerous in this game. Because once a coin is spent, once it's damaged, once it's cleaned or altered, the door closes forever. If you think you might have this coin, don't rush, don't panic, and don't listen to random voices telling you it's worthless. Serious coins are sold through serious channels. High-end coin auctions, professional dealers, certified grading services, even platforms like eBay and Facebook groups, when used carefully and intelligently. This is not about selling fast. This is about selling right. And let me say this slowly, so it sinks in. I am not making fun of you. I am not lying to you. I gain nothing by exaggeration. What I want you to understand is that confusion keeps people poor, and knowledge gives people options. If you have this coin, study it, weigh it, inspect it, compare it, because history doesn't knock twice, and fortune doesn't wait for comfort. So ask yourself one final question. Why stay confused when the answer might already be in your hand? Why doubt when checking costs nothing? If you own a 1999 D Liberty dime, don't ignore it, don't dismiss it, and don't spend it blindly. Because sometimes, just sometimes, a coin this small carries a story big enough to change everything. Listen carefully, because what I'm about to tell you sounds unreal, but it's 100% possible. I'm not joking, I'm not exaggerating, and I'm definitely not here to waste your time. This is about a simple-looking United States Liberty dime from 1981 with a P mint mark, a coin so small that people ignore it every day, yet powerful enough to change someone's life overnight. If you skip this, you might skip your own fortune. Imagine holding a coin in your hand that weighs only about 2.27 grams, a thin silver-colored piece of metal, smaller than your fingernail, but hiding a story that most people will never hear. The 1981 P Liberty dime was minted during a strange period in American coin history, a time when changes in metal composition, mint pressure, and quality control quietly created coins that were never meant to exist the way they do today. That is exactly where rarity is born. Now listen to this part slowly. Not every 1981 P dime is rare. Most are common. But a few, only a few, came out with unusual characteristics, strange strikes, unexpected details, and errors that collectors dream about. And these errors are not obvious at first glance. Sometimes it's a thickness, sometimes the edge, sometimes the design looks slightly off, and sometimes the weight feels just a little different. This is why people spend years searching rolls of dimes, hoping to find that one miracle coin. Here's where it gets interesting. Serious collectors do not pay millions for normal coins. They pay millions for stories, for mistakes, for things that should not exist. A rare error Liberty dime from 1981. P is not just a coin. It's evidence of a moment when the system failed. And in the coin world, failure creates legends. That is why some dimes have shocked the auction world with unbelievable prices, making ordinary people rich without warning. I want to be very clear right now. I am not making fun of anyone. I am not lying to create fake hope. If you have this coin, do not rush, do not panic, and do not sell it for pocket change. People lose lives because they don't understand what they are holding. This one small decision can separate regret from success. A verified rare example can be sold at major coin auctions on eBay or even through serious collectors on Facebook groups, where bidding wars can start in seconds. Think about this. How many times have you spent a dime without looking at it? How many times did luck pass through your fingers? That's why I say, why are you confused? If you already have the coin, then you already have the chance. Use it, study it, get it checked, because opportunity does not knock twice. It whispers once and disappears forever. There is another truth people don't talk about. The power of this coin is not only money, it's timing. Someone today might ignore it, but tomorrow the demand can explode. One auction result can change everything. One collector with deep pockets can turn an overlooked dime into a headline. That's how the coin market works. Sudden, silent, and ruthless. Yes, there are fake stories online. Yes, there are people who lie. Ignore the noise. Focus on facts, weight, strike, details, and professional verification. Greed without knowledge destroys value, but Patience with information creates wealth. This is not gambling. This is awareness. And awareness is powerful. So listen to me one last time. If you have a 1981 P. Liberty dime, don't laugh it off. Don't throw it away. Don't let someone fool you into selling it cheap. This coin has a potential to change nights into mornings and dreams into reality. I'm not saying everyone will become rich. I'm saying someone will. And that someone could be you. Now ask yourself, will you be the person who ignored a dime or the person who understood its power? Watch again. Listen again. Because fortunes are not always loud. Sometimes they're silent, small, and waiting in your pocket.